Everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Karina and welcome back to my channel. We are already doing the sixth update for Lip Service Project Pan. We are halfway through the year. Personally, I have used up way more lip products than I ever thought I could thus far, so I am super thrilled. And this update is no exception for you guys. Little spoiler, the 2 goals that I had set at the end of my last update, I did it. So we're going to be bringing in 2 new items at the end of the video after we have talked through all of the progress on stuff thus far. We'll do progress, we'll do total numbers of uses. We've got a lot to go through, so without further ado, let's just dive right into it. Starting off with the last standing item, or set of items that are counting as one, that I have had in since the beginning of this project. That, of course, is this lovely trio here of the lip scents. Last month, you guys know I went hard. I used a ton of this last month. And as I told you guys for this month, with it being June, I haven't. And they're probably not going to be major focuses until probably September if they are still hanging around. Because again, I'm more interested right now in more of the summery colors, getting them used up, making progress, although you definitely can't tell that with the lip combo I've got today. Well, this set of 3, so starting off with, okay, I use all of these, right? And as you guys know, I use about 2 coats of this one in Sassy Z, then I do about 1 coat Praline Rose, but 1 coat of the gloss. I used this trio 9 times since the last update, which brings me to a total of 82 uses in this project. And unfortunately, can you tell a difference? You can obviously see there's a ton of separation going on in here. Like a lot of separation. I don't know why this one's doing it, the other one isn't. But that's where I was last time. See how much I used last time. I can't make a new mark on this, like, despite this one technically getting the most use. So it must have something to do with the separation going on here, but we're still going to be at this line. So Praline Rose, this one has got a tiny little bit of movement from there to there in those 9 uses. Not a whole lot, but movement is movement. And of course, to finish off that set, the gloss from there to there. So tiny little bit of movement. These lines up here were about 10 uses. So, and really, once you take it out, right, look how far down that gloss ends up going. So it's under the L here in Lip Sense compared to when we put this back in, and it's quite a bit higher. So progress is progress. I'm still going to plug away on this, but again, like I mentioned, September is when those are going to be much more of my priority. All right, next up, the Maybelline, the color Blur. This one in the shade I like to Mauve it. Those of you who have been catching my other projects know I have this product in another color in another project right now. But that one is just so much more long-lasting than this guy is. So I don't know if it's very nude. It's a very light color, just me not paying enough attention to it, thinking it's gone when it's actually there. Whatever. I used this 12 times, bringing me to a total of 64 uses in this project. And that's it. That's all the way up. We're done. Yes, there's that tiny little bit sticking out, but does that scrape my lips like crazy? Yes, it does. Movement on this was pretty darn good. I'm so very happy with this guy, and this is one of the 2 that I have finished, and it's going to roll out. New in last update. It's looking shorter, isn't it? This is my NYX. This very long, the slide on, glide on, stay on, and definitely a turn on waterproof eyeliner. Not eyeliner, guys. It's a lip liner. Important difference. This is in Summer Tease, so it is kind of like an orangey red, which generally isn't my preference. If I'm going to wear a red, I want it to be red, which is why I've been pushing this one along with the next item that I'm going to be showing you guys. As you guys can see, I have made very nice progress on this. I have worn this 18 times this month, meaning 18 times in the project. And again, as I talk about every time with my lip liners, I use these not just to line my lips, I use them all over. And so that's how I've been able to make such good progress on this. It's, again, not my favorite color. The formula isn't that great, so it must be a different line of the NYX liners that people seem to really like. I think they have like black packaging or something. But yeah, we're making really good progress. I am pleased with that. And of course, that's the plastic bit there. So we'll see how far down this is actually going to be sharpenable. I didn't know if I could do it, but the Maybelline Baby Lips Moisturizing Lip Gloss, I mean, you can see from there. I'm going to call this done. As you guys know, yes, there's still product in there. There's still the stopper in there, but I don't take the stoppers out because that just becomes really messy. You can't really travel with it. And I'm having a really hard time. Like, I was going around scraping like this. I was trying to scrape up here, but the stopper's in the way. Scraping down towards the bottom, way down there. I'm going to call this done. I use this with that NYX liner. So every time I use that NYX liner, this went on top of it. So that was 18 uses right there. I use this guy both with a NYX as a topper on its own. So my count is not going to be accurate. It's going to be lower than I actually used it because the last couple days I like carried this around in my pocket and was like constantly reapplying because there wasn't much coming out and I wanted to make sure it got done. So my official tally is 45 uses in 1 month. Pretty nice. Again, it's not very long lasting. It transfers off very quickly. So got those 45 uses. This one was in Coral Craze, so a nice color. It was decent. It was fine, but I got it done. And this was in my Planted Pan makeup, so oh, that's exciting. Update on that coming soon. But this second lip item and last lip item done for this update. Tarte, the Maracuja Juicy Lip. My shade is in Rose, which obviously you cannot tell any sense of progress. And I don't really think you can see progress in here. I'm not sure what I'm seeing when I'm trying my light through it. I used this guy 13 times since the last update. Beautiful shade, not super long lasting, but I love the look that this gives. But the problem I have with this, besides being flicky up, which is not ideal, I was going to go over to my parents' house with my husband for supper one night, and I was wearing some like kind of baggier shorts. So I put this in my pocket because I wanted to take it over. Now again, like I mentioned, the shorts were a little bit baggier, so it wasn't like this was pressed up against my skin. And I had this in my pocket for like 10 minutes, and I was going to touch up before we went over. And ooh, this was quite melty. It was like, it's summer right now. So this guy is not going to be traveling anywhere because being inside in my pocket, which was a baggy pocket, so it wasn't directly against my skin, it's got a little bit melty and goopy and not so nice to work with. So, a little bit difficult, a little bit finicky. The color is nice, the formula is nice. I just wish it was more long lasting, which is hard to do with glossy type things, I understand, but so not very satisfying for you guys because I can't really track progress, but I used it 13 times. We'll see how far we keep going. Hey guys, so that was everything. Those were the 5 lip products that I have currently in. Because I finished 2, we get to bring 2 in, and the 2 that I'm bringing in are both on my lips right now. So let's talk about them. So first off, to replace the Maybelline Color Blur, I've opted for this guy. This is from Covergirl. This is their Melting Pout Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade 305 Ballerina. As you guys can see, and here as well, gorgeous light pink kind of nudie color. Now, there is not a lot of product in here. There is 3.5 milliliters. And I haven't used it a ton, but you can see it settles somewhat nicely. So I figured, again, when you want something a little bit fast, easy, throw it on, call it good, you know what, maybe we'll play with this guy a little bit here. I've put the mark here, which obviously is not the most accurate mark. That is kind of like the highest point of the lip product. It's a little bit disturbed because I put this on not too long ago. And when you look down at the tube, you can kind of see it's a little bit lower down in there as well. So it somewhat settles, which is nice, but it's just going to be kind of difficult to really see, you know, where we really are with this particular product. There's the color there. Gorgeous. I'm excited for this. And yeah, we'll just see how long this takes. I anticipate not long, me being the expert lip panner I am at this point. We'll see. It's less product than some of these other things. For comparison, the lip scents, these have, where did it just go? 7.393 milliliters. We're being real specific here. So 7.3, 3.5. And to replace the moisturizing lip gloss, I've actually brought in something somewhat similar, something different. This is from Chapstick. This is their, what is this? Total Hydration. This is their vitamin enriched lip oil in peach tea. That's the fruit I'm getting. I was like, is it apricot? Is it mango? It's peach. Clearly, I'm not up on all my exotic fruits here. But this is a very nice lip oil. I'm wearing it on top of the liquid lipstick right now. I've used this only a couple times, so it's basically completely full. Yeah, squeezing from this end, it's starting to move some of that product in there. Again, I'm expecting this is probably going to be somewhat difficult to mark. I will see how I can do with it as we progress through. How much do we have in here? Does it tell us? We have 6.8 milliliters of product in here, which, you know, is like almost double what we have in this liquid lipstick here. But that's okay. We'll play with it. We'll see how it goes. Again, I can use this as just a lip oil on its own. I can use it as a topper to give a little bit more moisture to the liquid lipsticks. And of course, I also wanted something that I'd be able to put over the lip liners. So both this one and I've got another one, another project. So that's the logic for this guy. I didn't mention this for either of them. Obviously, the goal for these are to finish because that's generally how I've been using this particular project. I've been doing usage goals and other projects for lip products, but here I want to finish these guys up. In terms of goals for this project for the next month, because I did just roll 2 in, I don't think there's anything I'm necessarily going to be able to finish for the next month. Obviously, the big thing is going to be simple progression, and probably what I'm going to be pushing on the hardest, I anticipate, is going to be that NYX Lip Liner, because again, it's not my favorite color, but it is very seasonally appropriate, so I do want to use it and get it out of my collection. Obviously, I want to make sure I continue using everything, so we had some really good numbers, and although I didn't quite get to 10 uses on everything, I was 1 short on the lip scents. I mean, I could have used it, but I didn't. I wasn't forcing myself to use it, so I still made really good progress. Ideally, again, at least 10 uses on everything for the next month, and hopefully have some good progress and new lines to show you guys. But that's everything. That is everything for today's update. Thank you so much for joining me for July. Oh my goodness, time is going. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments down below. Like and subscribe so you don't miss the next update. And I will see you guys in my next video very soon. Have a wonderful day.